Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a good day, evening, night, wherever you're watching this video from. So, in this video, we're going to be discussing Elphaba, and there's been so many things, like in recent, as of yesterday, Elphaba went live. We had DragCon, which I'm going to talk about a little bit, and because this follows on from DragCon a little bit. One is everyone is upset with the video recording of Elphaba at the memorial of the Vivian. May they rest in peace. And people are upset about it. I'm just going to talk about that for a split second because I feel like, yes, I understand people's anger. I do. I understand why people are upset because, Elphaba decided to dress up as the Wicked Witch, which was the last production that the Vivian was in, and things like that. I understand why people are rightfully upset. And we're going to get into it, but Elphaba says that they didn't think that they were being recorded. Now, as we all know, they were recorded by a news outlet, which you did know. You did know because you'd have to sign up on that for it to be published in a news article. Any recordings, anything like that, Elphaba would have been made aware of those recordings. Even if they recorded without consent, a news outlet, by law, has to get consent of the person. Whether they want to be in the news article or anything like that. That's just the way media works. And those of us who understand how media works knows that you need consent. But that's neither here nor there. So we're going to get into quite a lot of. This is a cycle. A lot of people have said that this is the cycle, and it is the cycle. We're doing a cycle again. It is what it is. This is going to be a long video. I do apologize for that, but there is so much that happens. So there's I've got two clips, one that's pretty short and one that's pretty long. So we're going to get into it.
What's happened? Can you please just stop trying to make me repeat myself again? I'm sorry, I know, but I've said it, and if you weren't here before, it's a lot of pressure when you say that, because I've already said it, and I'm not repeating myself once and over a time. I'm sorry. I just get this a lot. I just cannot be bothered to repeat myself like a parrot. I am sorry. I really can't repeat myself like a parrot. It is pressure. Because I have to think what I'm going to word it like, and then I have to think, oh, how could this be taken when it gets recorded? Then I have to think in my head, could I be saying it in the wrong way? Then I have to think in my head, oh God, if I'm saying it in the wrong way, oh shit, they could take that the wrong way because I'm not doing it in the wrong way. But then if I say that in the wrong way, they could actually take that as the wrong way, and then they could actually write about it and make assumptions about me online. Then on top of that, if I say something out of place, they could take that and make it proportionately insane and take it out of context and put it online, then put it in a screenshot, and put it in a DM, and then put it as fake evidence. Nuts.
Okay, so there was a lot there, and Elphaba doesn't want to. We're going to start off with Elphaba doesn't want to repeat themselves. First of all, that's how TikTok works. People aren't glued to TikTok the way a lot of content creators are. That's just the way things work. People have lives, people have families. So that, people are going to ask you to repeat yourself. It happens to me sometimes when I've been live. So, that's just the way it is. You can't and repeating yourself like a parrot. And the way in which you take that is I have to word things the right way, and things being on screenshots and being on screen recordings. Da, 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 da. There's going to be a common theme that I'm going to reiterate, and that is if this, and Elphaba is not going to take this advice, if this is too much for you, Elphaba, then take some time offline. Take some time offline, and things like that, because clearly, this is affecting you a lot more than it's affecting everybody else. And people take your words, what you say, and put it out there. But I just wanted to point that out because it can come across as a bit rude. And people are going to ask you to repeat yourself on TikTok because people don't watch your every move, like you're going to get into in this clip. I will link these two content creators in the description.
To live without people judging my every move in public and online. That's it.
That is not going to happen because you have made your whole persona. You have done so much damage to multiple communities that people are going to watch you. People are going to watch you for the train wreck. People are going to do that. But I'll let you continue.
That's it. Like, it's insane to me. Insane. Actually nuts. And also, can we stop assuming things, like assumptions online? Like, can we stop with that? Like, just for anyone out there, like, can we stop with assuming things? Oh, I assume this person's like that. Oh, I assume this. Stop assuming. Like, it's just not the truth. You know what I mean? Like, that's what annoys me, is that people would make assumptions, and that pisses me off.
You also piss people off. But aside from that, you have a digital footprint, right? You have a massive digital footprint, and you put yourself out there online, just like I do, which you're going to get into, just like I do, just like everybody else does, right? And people make assumptions about what you do online. People make those assumptions because of what you have done online. It's not rocket scientists to go, well, Elphaba attacked the neighbor. Elphaba came after a DV survivor. Elphaba did this. Elphaba lied about autism, lied about Tourette's, lied about SA. You have done all of this, all of it. People are going to make those assumptions about you because of what you have done online. Point blank, period. People are going to do that. And you can't demand that people be like, oh, well, don't make assumptions about me. Get to know me in real life, because you're going to do it here. Get to know me in real life. We have seen people come out and speak out against you in real life, and we've seen how you've reacted to that. We've seen how you've reacted to your bad behavior. We've seen how you've reacted. Again, those aren't assumptions. Those are how you have reacted to people in your real life coming out and saying that you're not a nice person. You want people to see you as a nice person, then maybe start acting like a nice person.
It really does. It actually does. Like, it generally does. I want TikTok. I want everyone to know I wasn't being disrespectful in any sort of way. I want love and peace.
This is getting into the whole, the Vivian thing.
And just love. There's much more things going on in my life than this right now. I just don't really have many people to talk to, so I just go.
Um, okay, you don't have many people to talk to, but you turn around and say to the rest of us, you've turned around and said this out of your own mouth, Elphaba, that you've got all these good friends in real life. So where are they now? Where are these in real life friends now? Again, your own words come back to bite you because you came to the internet and said, I have all these in real life real friends. But now you're saying I don't have many people to talk to. So which is it? Which is it then? You can't have this both ways. You can't both be the victim and turn around and say pity me, and then also turn around and say, well, I've got all these friends, I've got all this nice life. You can't do this. You can't have this both ways.
Online talk to the world, innit? When you meet me in real life, I will be the most sweetest person to you in the world. That's what I'm like. No, I'm not gonna.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the crime thing in a minute. But you're the nicest person. That would be called no one's nice all the time. Okay? It's called manipulation. You're trying to manipulate people because you give off the persona of I'm this nice person in real life. You haven't been a nice person online. You haven't been a nice person online. And also, as I say, we have seen your in real life friends turn on you because of how nasty you've been. So you, there's that. But also, no one is nice all the time. And you want people to get to know you in real life. Um, I live up north. I'm never going to meet you. A lot of people aren't going to meet you. They're never going to meet you. We can base our assumptions about what you have put out there online. We can base those assumptions about what you have done online and the damage you have done to multiple people online. The way you spoke to your mum the other day and was like, shush, mum, shush, mum, shush, mum. That's bratty behavior. That's being a brat because you can't get your own way. Because your mum was like, come off live. I got my own problems with Maria, but look at how you treat people. Look how you treat your own mum. Look how you treat the neighbor. Look at how you treat women. Look at how you treat other trans people. Look at how you treat a lot of other people. Look at how you speak about gay people, lesbians. Look at how you speak about the whole LGBT plus community. These aren't wild assumptions and lies, Elphaba. These are your words. We react to your words and what you have said and how damaging you are to people.
Cry, you know what? Because that will just that's what people want. So no, I'm going to keep it positive, and I'm going to cry privately. That's not what.
Okay, let's get into the crime thing. I don't want to see you cry. I don't want to see you cry. I don't think anybody wants to see you cry. There are maybe a select few that maybe do want to see you cry, but no one wants to see you cry. What we want you to see is to stop playing the victim because you're not one. You are not a victim. Stop trying to play the victim complex.
What I'm doing anymore online. Vulnerability is great to show, I know, but people don't have the privilege to see me cry anymore. No, I'm not here for it. That's a private moment for me. I wasn't the only flipping witch there, you know. There was loads of people dressed up. Loads.
That is not the issue. The issue isn't the fact, right? Because some people have turned around and said, you're just a Pazalpa bear for that reason, right? To make it all about yourself when it came to the Vivian, right? People have said that, right? There are probably were other people dressed up as witches. There probably was. I've seen a few good pictures from DragCon and a few good videos. The issue, like I said in the beginning, lies when it comes to the fact that a news article posted about it, which means you knew about it. Because, like I said, we as people know that you have to be signed up on that. So they had to get consent with that. They had to get consent to post that. They had to get consent from you, which means you knew about it.
There are some people taller than me that were dressed up. I wasn't the only witch there or the green one there, you know. Why does it have to be like that? Like, why do people have to make assumptions of celebrities or assumptions of creators or assumptions of people on the internet that are well known for wrong?
Because you have created a digital footprint that is damaging to not just yourself, but other communities. That's why.
Wrong reasons or right reasons. Why does it have to be like that? Why can't people just listen to people instead of assuming things online?
We do listen to you. We listen to your words and your actions. But that's not good enough. That's not good enough, is it? We can't listen to you. We can't take your words because then it's misinformation. Well, then are you AI then? Are you Elphaba AI? Are you misinformation? Are you giving out misinformation? Just a question.
And thinking it's the truth. Why can't people just have a bit more heart and accept people for the way they are and accept people for how they are and understand there are people out there who are different?
Okay. Now, people are out there that are different. Okay. People are different. Everyone's different. Again, this goes into the victim complex. You're just misunderstood. You're just different. Okay. That doesn't excuse your actions, though. That doesn't excuse your actions. Just because you're different, I'm different. I'm different. That doesn't excuse my actions, though. You can't keep on using this as a defense. You just don't like the fact that you're being called out for your shitty behavior.
I don't give a that's life. That's not the life I want. The life I want is to have people understand me and leave me the alone, to stop stalking me everywhere I go. It's getting annoying. No, it's getting boring and very exhausting now, to be honest.
All right, so this goes into, I think they are going about Banned Bird. They're going on about Banned Bird, okay? You do realize, Alpha, that you was in a public space. DragCon is a public space. Public. It's a public space. People aren't stalking you. You was in a public space. All right? And people are like, they were like saying, I mean, yes, there are people like trying to figure out where you are because they're trying to be like, well, warning people about you. Because, like it or not, you have a horrible reputation. A horrible reputation. And that's not on Ban Bird. That's not on me. That's not on multiple. Karma's Waiting was another one. That's not on anybody else but you. You have created your own reputation. Your own bad reputation.
It's really obsessive, it's really creepy, and it's really distracting. It's just horrible. Why are these people like, I just can't. I'm just a person. Like, why do people have to find out where I am every single minute of the day? I literally can't go out at all without people trying to find out what shop I'm going to or what place I'm going to. People are nuts.
You wanted to be famous. You wanted to be TikTok famous. This is TikTok famous. Doesn't just happen to you. This happens to CLA. This happens to have seen it happen to Evil Queen. It happens to Mama Kaz. It happens to is it Tara Atfield? I can't. I want to say Actfield, but it's not. It's Tara basically. This happens to multiple different people for multiple different reasons. The reason why it happens to you, Elphaba, is because of your digital footprint. It happens. It happens. But you're trying to blame this on Band Bird, specifically because she's the one most calling you out. Which again, there are multiple other creators out here that are calling you out. I don't see you going after them, but you're going after Band Bird for a reason. And again, this is a cycle because you did this a few months ago. You went after Band Bird. You were trying, and you were also sending your minions to stalk her, to get her address, to get her name, to get all of her details, weren't you? But it's only okay when you do it. It's only okay when you stalk someone. Look at how many times you've tagged Cynthia Erivo. Look at how many times you've tagged Ariana Grande. Look at how many times you've tagged Wicked. You want to talk about people who are obsessed? You are obsessed then. If it works for Band Bird and you're calling Band Bird obsessed and you're calling all these content creators to call you out obsessed, then guess what? That also applies to you. You can't have that. You can't turn again. You're a hypocrite.
People are nuts. They actually are nuts. This is stalking. Don't call me a stalker. This is stalking me. People trying to find out where I am every single minute of the day. I can't handle it sometimes. It's insane. It's nuts and it's wrong and it's mentally unstable.
Then the advice to you is leave. The advice to you is leave then. And again, you've done this before. You've literally done this exact thing before. You piss off a whole community, the DV community. It sounds weird saying that, but you pissed off a whole group of women, DV survivors, which I'm a DV survivor myself, right? And I'm also an SA survivor, right? You did that. You pissed off the autistic community. You pissed off the Tourette's community. You have pissed off so many communities. It's unbelievable. And yet you wonder why people are now angry and want to find out where the hell you are. Yeah, because they want to warn people about your bad behavior. That's why. Do I agree going that real life? No. I don't give a crap where you are. I find it funny that you went to DragCon knowing that that's going to be an event, knowing that that's going to be photographed. And literally, I've seen photographs of you, and the people in the photos look really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. It's almost like you photobombed other people's photos. So you can't now turn around and say people are harassing you when you went to a public event.
It is so scary. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Like normal human decency, mate, you don't have.
Then private your account. If it's so terrifying, why are you currently online? You see, most of us who, if that ever got to that stage, right, and you were being stalked, or rather, any of us being stalked in that way, we'd take some time to put things in place, to get things sorted. We wouldn't come online and try and blame everybody else. Bad has nothing to do with people stalking you. Absolutely nothing. I have nothing to do with you people stalking you. People call you out online. Karma's waiting. There are so many other creators out here that just call you out. That's all we do.
To support me, but you have to talk about, you don't have to support the things I've done in the past. I know that, but you need to kind of stand up and be like, this is wrong, and this is human morals. You're literally 24/7 spying on a person. It's wrong. I just want.
You're on TikTok almost 24/7. So how is anyone spying on you when you were on TikTok 24 fucking 7? 24/7. How? You are on live almost every single day. Not just for a few hours like I was. I've been on live in like almost a week, but you are on live hours of the day. Hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. Right? Also, you caused all of this. You went after DV survivors. You've gone after the autistic community by mocking it. You've mocked the Tourette's community. You have mocked so many communities. Mocked them. And then you wonder why people get pissed off. You wonder why people do that. And you want people to be like, I've done things in the past, but we need to stand up. No one's going to support you. I hate to break this to you. There may be a select few that will support you, and that's good. You do need support, right? However, there are a large group of people that you pissed off that aren't going to support you. That aren't going to be like, oh, well, Elphaba did all these atrocious things, came after women constantly, comes after multiple communities constantly, tries to associate themselves with each community constantly, lies about trying to do it, and then you wonder why people won't stick up for you. And by the way, people do stick up for you in comments. I've seen it. People do stick up for you. So you're choosing to not see that. You're choosing to not see it. Okay? This is a choice.
To live my life without people trying to find out where I am 24/7 of the.
Then delete this account and start a new one. Delete this account, come off live, sort your fucking life out, and then come back.
Today, I wouldn't wish this on anyone, being honest. I wouldn't wish what I experienced on any of you. Even if you hate me to the core, I wouldn't wish it on you. I select people.
Just to point out, there are legitimate people that do hate you. People hate your actions. Your actions and what you've done. That's what people hate the most.
Call me an embarrassment to the trans community. Do you know what? Maybe I am. And I have had a different experience than most people. I have grown up on a public platform with thousands of eyes on me that I'm not used to.
You do realise there are multiple trans people that do that too. There are trans individuals out there who have grown up not just on TikTok, but just in general in the public. In the public. You're a small fry compared to them, right? But again, you're not the only one. I found out Mama Kaz is 24 yesterday. I found out that Mama Kaz is 24. You're almost 21. There's what, 3-4 years difference between you two. She didn't grow up on the app. A lot of people grow up on social media. You can't use that as an excuse.
Having to go through quite a really pressuring process and people trying to force me to transition. I'll do it in my own time.
Right. People are forcing you to transition because of the fact that you've taken hundreds of thousands of pounds for that transition. That's why. That's why. That is why. That's why people are doing that. That's why people are doing that to you. Because you've taken money under the guise of doing it. And you've been doing it for years. This is a repeated cycle. You're doing it again. You said this a few months ago. You said this literally verbatim a few months ago. And it was the same criticism then. People have a problem with the fact that you have taken hundreds of thousands of pounds out of people's pockets for transition. And you literally state it's for transitioning. And yet you spent it on Gucci bags, which are many different things. Gucci bags, scrunchies, phone cases, Pokemon cards. That is the problem. That is the reason why. It's not the fact that you're trans in general and people are forcing you to do it. It's the fact that this is a cycle and you've taken hundreds of thousands of pounds out of people's pockets that could have gone to actual trans individuals who probably needed that. That's the real reason.
And I'm happy with growing my hair out. And I want to take hormones, and that is me doing that. That's not you putting pressure on me. I'm sure now, and it will happen this year, and I will be.
Again, with the hormones thing, you're going to have to go through not vigorous training. You're going to have to go through the therapy and the blood work. Even if you go private, they're not just going to hand out hormones. That's not how this is going to work. And I really think someone needs to tell you that. You have had multiple people point you in the direction of private gender clinics. Multiple. And you haven't turned up to the appointments.
On estradiol, and I'm not having anyone telling me otherwise or gonna say, oh yeah, sure, that's gonna happen. I don't give a It is gonna happen. It's gonna happen for me, not for you, not for the public, for me. Oh, shut the F up with you put it.
It's not going to happen for the public, but you based your whole platform on it. This is the problem. You can't now turn around and say it's not for the public when you've made it your whole platform.
Myself online. Yes, and so do many other people. So do you. So do all of you in the chat. You put yourselves online, but no one's stalking you, are they? Because you're not famous like me. Infamous, let me add. Sorry. Infamous, because that sounded egotistical. But it's true. Infamous. People use that and they go like, oh yeah, you're far from famous. I know, I corrected myself. Sorry, Emily. I'm infamous. It's a fame regardless, and people know my face, and it is insane, and it's a lot at 20 years old.
Okay, you're almost 21, which means you're almost an adult. You're almost an adult, right? You can't keep on using this excuse of, I'm young. Because that's not going to fly anymore. You're an adult now. You're an adult in the eyes of the law, and you're an adult in the eyes of everybody else. That's just the reality of it. You're an adult now. And you're coming at people, you're doing this thing again, which again, you can react, that's fine. But you're doing it again where you're choosing to react to this. This comes off the heels of you being at DragCon. Comes off the heels of you being at DragCon. This is a cycle and this is a pattern.
I just want people just to kind of understand that I'm trying to do better, and I'm trying to, and even when you do that, you get shat on.
You're trying to do better, which, okay, fair, you might be. However, your online presence, literally in the past month, the past 2 months, has not shown that. Has not shown that. In the past 2 months, your presence has not shown that. You come at DV survivors, gave a fake ass apology, taken that back. Then you've act like a brat to your mum. Repeated cycles. You're trying to do better, but you never do.
And I know that, but people make assumptions that's wrong. It's so wrong. It's beyond wrong. It's inhumane. You see a person trying to better themselves, give them a chance. Because
How many chances are we going to give you? How many chances is the public really going to give you? You've had numerous chances. Numerous. At this point. At this point, you've had numerous chances. Numerous. Numerous chances to improve, and you haven't. Like I say, your digital footprint, even in the last 2 months, has been disgusting. Not counting the last 5 years. Just the last 2 months has been absolutely vile.
I'm scared of every move I make now. I actually get anxiety. I generally do. If I walk in the wrong direction, if I walk wrong, like it's like it's been put into me. Like I'm scared. I'm scared of people. I'm literally like walking around, and I'm like, I could walk in the wrong direction.
Wasn't you hissing at men? I want to say this was in October or November of last year. You were hissing at men. Make this make sense. You're either afraid of people or you're hissing at people and telling everyone to basically F off. I mean, people can be conflicting, sure, but the thing is if you're so petrified and so afraid, why don't you, in essence, take some time to reflect, take some time offline, take some time offline to reflect, to gather your thoughts, to gather what? Just to gather yourself, to better yourself. But no, you have to come online and pull this shit all the time.
Someone could be taking a picture of me. It's insane. And you know what really annoys me? I'm scared of like, this really annoys me because I want to collab with people. I'm scared that these people are going to get hate for collabing with me, and it's just not okay. Like, people are harassing these people to do it. It's just crazy. It's not okay.
You mean people are bringing up the fact that your reputation is shot, and you only have yourself to blame for that. You only have yourself to blame for that. This is the consequences of your actions. This is the consequences of your actions, Elphaba.
It's wrong. It's so wrong. It's inhumanely wrong. This is the worst life you could live online.
Then, like I said, take some time offline to sort it out. Take some time offline to sort that, but you won't. People have given you that advice multiple times to take some time to gather your thoughts, to just better yourself off the app, offline. That includes Instagram as well, by the way, offline, so that you're not in everybody's face all the time. But no, you can't do that. And like you time I said, you want to come on and talk to people. then set your parameters. Set your account to private, friends only. Set your lives to private. Set your lives to 18 plus. Do those things, but you won't, because what you're doing is attention seeking. It's attention seeking. Because you've done this multiple times before. Multiple times before. And people, again, gave you the exact same advice every single time.
I'm not crying because of online right now. I'm crying about something else personal, but I'm an emotional person. I can't help it. Like, I could literally, like, fall in love with a guy, like, within the second date or the first date. That's what I'm kind of like. I can really, like...
Love how we went from that to this, but okay.
Empathize with people quite quickly, or like a friend, for example, I can really, like, feel like I've known them for years. Like,
I don't think you understand what empathy is. And I'm going to turn around and say there's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Empathy is literally sharing in the same experience. Sympathy is having sympathy for somebody who's been through something. There is a difference, and I don't think you fully understand what the difference is. And the whole like dating a man kind of thing, you fall in love with a man really quickly. You mean you've got attachment and abandonment issues. That's what that is.
I am so... I've got attachment issues. That's honesty.
Okay, that was well pointed.
Like, I generally, like, want attention and love. And I attach to people so quickly, and the trust I give to people is like that.
You're gonna learn a valuable lesson in life. That A, not everyone's gonna love you. B, that can come across as being a bit too much for somebody. Being full on really fast can be too much for some people. People have their boundaries as well. You say you want to set your boundaries, they have their boundaries as well.
I literally just want to sometimes. It's insane. Like, people want to in my life. I wish you could, like, see, like, everything in my life, like, in a way, like, so then you would see the context, because you only see, like, a lot of it, but you see, like, a lot of it edited. You don't see the ins and outs. You don't see, like, the crevice of that story. You don't see the in depth. You think you see it, but you don't see it. You're shown a fabricated part of it, and that's crazy to me. And people can choose to believe me or not, but I swear, hereby down, I will never lie to you. I mean it. Everyone hates me, so I've got nothing to lose, nothing to gain.
You've got everything to gain because you're trying to rebuild your reputation after doing the nasty things that you've done. Also, people, you keep on saying this stuff, right? You block everyone that has an opinion against you that you don't like. So there's that. But also, people like, say for the Observer, for example, the Observer puts out full length videos on you, full length live streams of yours that I have reacted to, that I full on reacted to. So those aren't out of context. That's you. That's you. Again, you are choosing this. You are choosing this because, again, this is another cycle of you being, and I think somebody did call it out, and being like, oh, this is going to be the cycle of the pity party, and we're going to have, they turned around and said that we're going to have another angry live stream, or we're going to have the nice person act again. The nice person act again. because that's literally your cycle. The nice person act, then you're going to piss off either women or another community, and then we're going to have anger. We're going to have anger again, which that's your cycle. That is literally your cycle. Piss off a community, apologize, do the soft voice, then be like, oh no, well, screw you lot because whatever, because the apologies that you do are never good, are never good enough because you're not apologizing to the actual thing. You're apologizing to your audience, right? Which are going to follow you no matter what. So there's that. And then what you'll do is you'll go to an event such as DragCon. You'll go to these different events, and because you don't get the attention you want, and because people are like, why is Elphaba there? Like I said, those photos, people looked really uncomfortable. Then you come online and be like, oh, everyone hates me because you've got a bad reputation. I don't know how else anyone can say that to you. You have such a bad reputation. Like I said, just from the last 2 months, your digital footprint sucks. It is what it is, Elphaba. No one caused that but you. You caused that. I know this video has been very, very long. I said it was going to be long because there was, so many things that happen. If you managed to make it to the end, thank you for that. But yeah, you see so much, and then you have like, I'm an opinionated bitch, so it is what it is. I don't know what Elphaba wants from people. Well, actually, no, tell a lie. I do know what Elphaba wants from people. Elphaba wants people to stop calling her out. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. People are still going to call you out. People are still going to screen record you. And like I say, if you really want people to stop, then you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to stop as well. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately. You've created a massive bad digital footprint. But like I said, I will catch everyone later. Try not to cause too much destruction on the internet, right? And if you do cause destruction on the internet, try not to get caught. Okay? Goodbye, everybody, and I hope everyone has a good day, evening, night, wherever you watch this video from. Bye, all.